Welcome to Pink Lady Presents. I'm here with my partner and co-host, Chaplain Dove, and today I want to thank the person that's sitting to my left for his service to his country and to our country, Frank Pangborn. Wow, Frank, there's so much that I read about you that I'm like in awe and I'm a little nervous before I even begin. But you enlisted in the U.S. Army.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Okay, well, I got a scholarship to play football and baseball at San Jose State University.
So you're not just a pretty face.
No, I was an athlete. I loved athletics, and I went to San Jose State and didn't think too much about a war halfway around the world. Right. But when I was getting ready to graduate, it looked like the writing was on the wall, and I was going to get drafted. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get I'm going to become an officer so that I can put it on my resume because I got a degree in business.
Yes, right.
I thought I'll put it on my resume, and when I get out of the service, I got something extra to sell in terms of leadership experience.
So what did you join?
So I joined the Army.
Okay.
But they tricked me a little bit. I don't want to say they tricked me, but this was 1968.
Yes.
And 1968 was the Tet Offensive of 1968. I'm sure you're familiar with that very much.
Right.
And so officers were losing their lives right and left, infantry officers. So halfway through basic and advanced infantry training at Fort Dix, New Jersey, they sent me all the way to Fort Dix, New Jersey. They said, guess what? You're all going to OCS at Fort Benning, Georgia for infantry. Officers Candidate School.
Okay.
And you're all going to go there instead of Fort Belvoir, which was the business officers candidate school. I wanted to, be in charge of guys doing accounting and things like that and not get shot at. That wasn't my desire.
Wrong.
Wrong. And then now you ended up in Vietnam.
Right.
And then what is C Company?
C Company, well, the way it works in the military and in the Army is it's broken down into fours.
Okay.
So first you have a division, and I was with the 1st Air Cavalry Division.
Okay.
And then each division has like 4 brigades or regiments. So I was in the 12th Regiment.
Wow.
Then each regiment or brigade has 4 battalions.
Down to that. Okay.
And I was in the 1st Battalion of the 12th Cav, 1st Air Cavalry Division. Now you got to break it down even more. You got to go down to 4 companies. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. And then you have an Echo Company, which is on the base and does
and what
like
were you?
mortar platoon. I was in Charlie Company.
Charlie Company.
And then and that's the C. That's the C.
Okay.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Right. And then there are 4 platoons in each company.
And you were a platoon leader.
And I was a platoon leader.
See, I read my stuff.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So there's about 30 men, give or take, in each platoon.
Okay.
And so I was in charge of, like I said, give or take, depending on reinforcements and what happens. So you have about 30 men, and then each platoon has 4 squads.
Oh, my God.
So you have a platoon leader, a platoon sergeant, and then you have 4 squad leaders, and then your squads are around 7 to 8 men in each squad.
How long were you in Vietnam?
I was in Vietnam 1 year.
At 12:30 Paris time today, January 23, 1973, the agreement on ending the war and restoring peace in Vietnam was initialed by Dr. Henry Kissinger on behalf of the United States and Special Advisor Lee Ducto on behalf of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. The agreement
The battle's over. The war is done. The battle's over. But who has won? The battle's over. The war is done. The boys are home now, but who has won? Some are living, Some are dead, some are hurting for what was said. Life goes on now with some remorse, but who is angered from the senseless war? I cry out, dear Jesus, help me please, forget these memories and live in peace. The jungle fighting and the rain comes down. Try to stay dry now, but don't make a sound. You lie and wait now, your senses keen, your heart beats fast now as you hear the scream. The flash of gunfire, the agony, the pain and suffering that lie in front of me. It's time to move now to help rescue the dead and wounded, but I can't move. Oh God, please help me.
I see some medals there.
Right.
Can you tell us about a couple that you're most proud of?
Okay.
I'm sure you're proud of all of them, but I'd like our audience to kind of
Right.
know you a
Well,
little better.
first of all, I got the Bronze Star, which I'm proud of. I want to say that I served my country, and I'm proud that I served my country. And if they wanted to give me some awards for doing
Right.
so, then I'm very appreciative of that. I also have the Army Commendation Medal for Valor. I also have an Army Commendation Medal for Service. I also have a Air Medal, which means that you had to fly over enemy territory at least 31 times during your
wow.
tour of duty in
1 year.
In 1 year. And see, I was with the 1st Air Cavalry Division. Air at that time meant we used helicopters a lot to combat assault into the jungle. And then we would be dropped off in the jungle, and we would spend weeks in the jungle, and then be picked up by helicopters, Hueys they called them, to be moved to another area where the intelligence said that's where the enemy is, and you're looking
Right.
for the enemy.
Sure.
Oh,
So we used helicopters for our support. So I combat assaulted into lots of different areas, and rode a lot of different helicopters, and spent most of the bulk of my time though in the jungle,
Wow. Now,
living in the jungle.
when you
One
were
of our guests not long ago was Mark Thurston, who was in charge of veteran service officers at Sepulveda VA.
Okay.
And he was also one who was dropped into various situations
Sure.
in
Right.
Korea the entire time, and in Vietnam the whole time
Yeah.
he was
now
there.
when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
were discharged,
Yes.
you were a high school teacher.
Yeah, what happened is when I was sitting in the jungle and you had a lot of time to think, I had originally been a PE major and wanted to be a coach and teacher, and I changed to business for a number of reasons,
Right.
but I won't go into it. But you'd be sitting there having your lunch in the jungle, and you'd be thinking, what do I want to do? Do I really want to go into business, or do I want to go where my heart is? And my heart was coaching and teaching. So when I got out,
Right.
I got my teaching credential after I had already had the degree, and started off as a teacher. My plan was a little bit different than I had planned, because I
It
wound up
lasted
teaching.
39 years.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, exactly.
And also, Frank is not just a good-looking face here. He also wrote 2 books now.
I did.
And one of them is, and we're going to show it to you. And which one was first?
The first one is The Battle's Over, A Vietnam Soldier's Poems.
The Battle's Over. I want you to see this. I'll grab that.
A Vietnam Soldier's
Right.
Poems.
And then the second one, Fear in the Wind.
Fear in the Wind.
Now, where can people buy this?
It's under Frank Pangborn. You can go to there's a website that we
Okay.
have it at.
And can they also buy it on Amazon?
No, it's not on Amazon.
okay.
It's on Etsy.
Etsy.
You know what
okay.
Etsy is?
Yeah.
Etsy.
Well,
you
you
just
know-
you can go to Etsy and then put in Frank Pangborn.
And it'll come
And you
out.
know what? Even an easier way. If you want to email pinklady7@earthlink.net, give me your name and everything, and we will send
forward
you a link or a note where to buy Frank's
Fantastic.
book. That's
Fantastic.
the easiest way.
Fantastic.
And you're also a SAG-AFTRA. How did you get into SAG-AFTRA?
I am. Well, I always, my dad was a singer, and I always wanted to be a singer, and so I sang, and I started, somebody told me, because I was getting tired of, I don't play an instrument, and I was getting tired of relying on musicians, and so somebody said, why don't you try doing some musicals?
Right.
So I went and auditioned for a musical, and I got the part, and started off doing musicals. And then one of the directors said, "Hey, let's go up to L.A. and go to a commercial acting workshop." I went up to. I'm making this fast because it didn't happen that quickly. Commercial acting workshop, and I got an agent.
Good.
Started doing commercials, and then from there I got a theatrical agent and started doing television.
Wouldn't it be amazing if the commercial agent was Buddy Powell? Is that name
No,
ring
it
a
wasn't
bell?
Buddy Powell.
Okay.
I
no.
love Buddy.
But
Yeah.
Well, you know,
He was on the show here with us.
that's
as I
great.
joke
That would have
with-
been amazing. Yeah.
as I joke with everybody about people, looking at someone, you say, okay, nice looking gentleman, served our country, and they teach and all this stuff. But we're going to hear a story. And you wrote a song over there about Christmas.
I did.
And you can tell us a little about that, because when you do, then we're going to stop and we're going to change our set so that you can hear him actually sing a couple of songs.
Okay, great.
So the Christmas song, how'd
yeah.
that start?
Well, when I was in the jungle, the day before Christmas, we were looking for an open area so a helicopter could land to supply us and give us a hot meal on Christmas Day. And so fortunately, we found an open area, and we landed they landed the helicopter. We had a hot meal, and there was a 3-foot tall Christmas tree on that helicopter. It came from my mom. She sent me this 3-foot tall Christmas tree. So we put that in the middle of the perimeter, and that was our Christmas Day and our celebration. My mom, I just want to add this about my mom. My mom was the most wonderful woman. She's passed on now, but she supported me. She set a setting at the table every night to hope that someday I would return. And
right.
thank God I did. I was able to return home. And she would write me letters every day. And let me just say something about soldiers that are away from home. If anybody wants to take the time to write letters to soldiers, they
Please.
love it.
That's right.
It was sad to see guys that weren't getting letters from home when the supplies came in. And I would read a letter for 3 days at a time until we got supplied again.
Right.
But anyway, that night the company commander said, "Hey, you're going out on maneuvers, your platoon." And I don't know what I did that told him to have me go out in my platoon, but we went out.
Right.
And we were laying down along a trail all night long. It poured down rain. And you know how you wake up in the morning and we were
wrinkled.
awake all night,
Right.
but you're all wrinkled and everything. And I was laying there thinking, oh man, I wish I was home. I wonder how my family's doing.
And then you wrote the song.
So the thoughts were there.
love
But you know what? It wasn't until 1985
That you
I actually
wrote it.
wrote the first poem. And then I started writing, and then I wrote Christmas USA from my experiences.
We are now going to let you, first of all, hear his SAG-AFTRA song, and then we're going to hear the Christmas song. We'll be right back.
At one time or another, every family is faced with mobility issues for a loved one. Call Before You Fall is here for you with all the safety and mobility solutions your family needs. Come see Alex in the Call Before You Fall showroom, or if you can't, they'll come to you in one of their fully stocked service vans. So put your mind at ease today. Call Alex at 1-800-829-1491. Remember, Be on the safe side.
Hi everyone, Pink Lady here. I always tell everyone that the main thing in life is to get up, get out, and get a life. Well, how do we do that? I know how we do it. We read my new book, Get Up, Get Out, and Get a Life. And then I always tell you, it ain't over till I or you say it's over.
If you go onto Amazon and you want to buy the book, what do you have to write to make sure that you get to the place where you can place the order?
This is the little catchy part.
Tell me about it.
Very easy, okay?
Yes.
You type in, Get Up, Get Out, and Get a Life, Pink Lady. That Pink Lady has to be on the line that you just typed in. So remember, go to Senior Sexuality in my book, Get Up, Get Out, and Get a Life. Remember, it's the life that you so richly deserve. God bless everyone. Hi there. We are back. We're back with our veteran, Frank Pangborn, and he's going to show us that he's not just a pretty man in a uniform over here. I am all excited to hear the songs. And before we do that, though, I'm going to stop for a second, everyone. I'm going to call my partner up. Chaplain Dove, would you come up here?
Sure.
Because he has something, and you can go on that side if you
I
want.
could be happy
Thank
to go
you.
on that side.
And
Okay. So what we've done
Go ahead.
is I'm the president of the LA National Cemetery Foundation. And for the first time ever in 100+ years, we have issued what you and I would call a challenge coin. We call it a presentation coin. And when you're out military to military, what happens is you present it this way and you
Right.
You-
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
if you forget it, the next time we meet up, he pays for the drinks.
Yeah, that's it.
I
That's
get
it.
it.
Anyway, on behalf of the National
Oh,
Cemetery
that's
Board
wonderful.
and our director, Tom Ruck, gives me great privilege
Thank
to
you.
give you for your
very,
service to our country.
Thank you very
Thanks so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to hold that for you
Okay.
because everyone, I'm going to leave this handsome gentleman because I know that you're going to have a delightful little while with Frank Pangborn. Thank you,
Thank
Frank.
you. Can I say something before
sure.
I picked this song because of Young at Heart.
Yeah.
But besides that, I sing in a group called Forever Young,
Ah,
and we just sang this last played and sang this last Sunday, and we celebrated our oldest member.
and
You know how old he is?
no,
105.
I love it.
He plays the
Oh,
clarinet.
my Lord, I love it.
And so when I'm singing that song, you'll hear that part there.
Great.
And I reached out to him during that. He's a great clarinetist at 105.
I love it. Take it away.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you derive out of being alive. And here is the best part, you'll get a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you derive out of being alive. And here is the best part, you'll get a head start if you are among the very young at heart.
Woo! Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
From infants to seniors, AdvantagePlusCaregivers.com provides quality, compassionate caregivers that you can depend on. And for those departing the hospital, our transitional care service delivers significantly improved patient outcomes. So if you or someone you love is in need of home care, call 1-800-687-8066. AdvantagePlusCaregivers.com. We're all about the care.
Every Sunday night at 5,
Wow, I'm like on fire.
Pink Lady Presents is packed with talent like Cameron Kreger, Randall Richmond,
Wow.
Hank Garrett and Jimmy Weldon, Barbara Brighton,
This could be the start of something big.
the Cole Sephardic Choir, and Julio Alberto Berger.
It ain't over till you say it's over.
Pink Lady Presents, Sunday nights at 5 on LA 18.
Pink Lady, we talked about the song that I wrote. It's called Christmas USA. I realize that this isn't Christmas, but if you get the idea of this song and what it's like to be away from home, regardless of whether it's Christmas or not, just the feeling of being away from home. I sat down to write this letter 'cause I've been feeling blue. It's so close to Christmas, and I've been thinking about you. I'm just so far from home, and everything here feels so strange. I'm longing for my hometown, where Christmas never seems to change. I bet the tree is decorated in the center of the square. Old Charlie, what's his name, is still playing Santa there, where the kids are all excited as it's nearing Christmas Day. How I'm longing for my hometown, Christmas USA. It doesn't feel like Christmas without the wreaths upon the doors and the scenes of baby Jesus in the windows of the stores. It's not the decorations that make me feel so blue. My heart it longs for Christmas and being home with you. I bet the tree is decorated in the center of the square. And old Charlie, what's his name, is still playing Santa there, where the kids are all excited as it's nearing Christmas Day. How I'm longing for my hometown, Christmas USA. I wish I could be with you and have you by my side, but to keep all glory waving, I will protect, serve with pride. In my mind, I'm home with you. In my heart, the carolers sing. I'll be home for Christmas when the sounds of freedom ring. For beautiful, for spacious skies, Christmas, USA.
You know, I get emotional. And I know everyone out there feels the same way. For you, Frank, for all our military out there that have served and is still serving. God bless you, and God bless you and yours. Thank you.
All through May, join us as we continue to honor our veterans and active duty right here on Channel 18 every Sunday at 5 on Pink Lady Presents. And next week we welcome Ron Geyer, Emmy Award-winning Vietnam combat photographer and Purple Heart recipient.